Hey, what is up, guys? This is Lemillion Nation coming to you with another video. Now, this is going to be My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 2 breakdown video, guys. Now, thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a like and hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what you think, what do you like or dislike the video. And, guys, it really helps out the video. So, you try and leave a like, all right? So let's get into this. Now, this episode actually starts off where we see Endeavor coming to. He just finished fighting the high end Nomu. They call him Hood, right? So he's on the ground. Endeavor is on the ground. The Nomu's dead on the ground as well. Two Hawks is there helping him up, and there are some other heroes around as well. The ones who cleaned up those not high end Nomus, the little ones, the little baby ones that came out of the high end Nemu, the high end Nomu. All right, guys. So there are those heroes around. And look at this. Now we see Endeavor, Hawks, and Dabby actually coming face to face with each other, right? Endeavor sees him. Dabby now says a funny line. No one told me you would be here. Now, I'll explain that line later on, why Dabby actually said that, alright? Now, Endeavor recognizes Dabby and says that you're the one who murdered Snatch. Now, guys, for you guys who don't remember, you remember that in the overall arc back in season 4, when Overall was being transported to jail, there was a pro hero there that was protecting the police convoy that was transporting Overhaul. Yeah, that guy that was there with the sand powers who could only turn a part of him into sand. I think it's is right. His upper half. He could only turn his upper half into sand. He was the hero called Snatch, and Dabby killed him by burning him to a crisp after he was hit and captured in a marble by Mr. Compressed. Yes, that's how they killed him. Dabby was the one who killed him. Endeavor recognizes him. And then what Endeavor does is he says that, whoa, you're the one who murdered Snatch. So Dabby responds. Dabby says, who? Snatch who? Right. Now Dabby uses a special flame, a blue flame, way hotter than Endeavor's flame. And the public could notice, like the persons who were around, they noticed that it wasn't Endeavor's flames because they were blue, a different color. Right, guys? The heroes are asking, what type of fire is this, right? And then this is the point where Dabby actually says, Snatch, Snatch who? Right, guys? Alright, let's move on from there. Now, the helicopter realizes that villains are down there. They recognize that Dabby from the League of Villains is actually down there. And what they say is that they give a monologue on who he is, where he's from, and so on. And then they couldn't actually make out what he was really saying. But the news, everything was all over the news, right, guys? Endeavor couldn't move, and Hawks says that he'll actually handle Dabby, right? But then Hawks knows that he only has a small feathers remaining. I guess that was kind of like a signal, and I'll go into that, right? Now, the pro hero Mirko, I know enough of you guys love, a lot of you guys love Mirko, right? The rabbit hero. Mirko attacks Dabby and saves Hawks and Endeavor right at that point. When she actually jumps from out of the here, she came hopping, jumps out of the here, and she's like, she launched an ear attack at Dabby. And then, like, Dr. Ujiko actually contacted Dabby, right? And what we thought was Dabby actually turned into a gel like or liquid like monster
Seriously, what
like thing, like not a real monster, but he was like dissolving, right? This wasn't the real Dabby. This was the way they got away in the Camino Ward incidents as well. They actually they he just liquefied, right? The manga actually explains what this is, but I won't spoil you guys, right? Dr. Ujiko contacted Dabby, right? And that was the point where Dabby actually started to liquefy. Mirko attacked him, saying, talk right now, because Dabby was saying to the number one hero Endeavor that they'll talk again soon, but in the meantime, he shouldn't actually go dying on Dabby, right? All of that will be explained soon. It's revealed in the manga, but I won't spoil you guys, alright? Now, the people then talk to Endeavor, they thank him so much, like they're not there, but I mean, like, literally, the helicopter that is there, is broadcasting something, and then Endeavor hears them actually thanking him for saving them, right? And that was the moment when Endeavor started to pass out and completely pass out at that point, too, guys? So basically, now let's like we cut over to Hawks and Darby, which was a pivotal point in the in this episode, guys. It was a pivotal point. Hawks, the number two hero, meets with Darby. What? What is the number two hero meeting with a villain for? Right? After they just had that conversation out there. And Hawks, he has more of his feathers back on his back. And he's saying to Darby that, right? No, things you weren't being true. You said that no moon would have appeared at a different place and different time, notably tomorrow when Hawks was actually down by a certain waterfront with another hero, not with Endeavor, not with the top dog. And Darby, like he admittedly said that he just changed his mind, right? He didn't trust Hawks. Now let's get into what we're talking about here. Remember the time when I said earlier on in the video when Dabby said, "Oh, no one told me you'd be here number one." Hawks didn't reveal that he would be there with the number one hero, Endeavor, right? And Hawks was supposed to tell him who he's gonna be with at all times because Hawks is working as an agent in the League of Villains. He's literally in the League of Villains or in the process of joining the league because they don't quite trust him yet. Yeah, guys, so that's it. The number two heroes is join the villains. And I mean, that's what we would really think right there if we didn't know and see, like, whoa. Um, it's not that he's really in the League of Villains, right? Darby doesn't trust him, and he's saying that he cannot actually meet with the top boss. He cannot actually meet with Shigaraki right now with the level of trust that he actually has. Darby doesn't trust him as far as he can throw him, and Darby can't throw him very far, right? Now, in order to mirage something, what he did was Hawks actually hid the fact that he was saving people. Like, I mean, not even one casualty, no casualty in it at all. That mean wanted a casualty. But Hawks was saying that he has to keep up appearances or, right, he's a number two hero. He can't allow persons to die like that. He has to keep up the facade of being the number two hero or he loses his spot and loses credibility and then they'll lose all the information that they're having, right? The League of Villains information that Hawks is actually supplying to them. Yeah, they don't want to lose that. So that's the cover that Hawks used in order to let the League of Villains know that this is why I'm not killing anyone right here, right now. Now, Dabby says that you'll contact him further on, right? You'll hear from us, Hawks, and then he actually disappears, right? Anyhow, Hawks actually grows back more of his feathers and he has a feather sword with him. That's really cool. That feather sword, right? Now he's thinking back. He didn't travel back to anywhere. He's actually thinking back. Join the League of Villains, Hawks. The Hero Commission told Hawks to join the League of Villains in order to infiltrate them and protect Hero Society, right? Hawks actually has a sharp mind, right? He has a good skill set, a set of skills, and he's actually fast, perceptive, and young, right? So Gran Torino was actually searching for Gigantomachia, and Hawks knew about all of this. You know how he knew about all of this? Because of how his feathers actually work. I won't go into it right now to spoil it for you guys. And this is what the Hero Commission pointed out and specifically said, look, you know all this as you've demonstrated, Hawks. You are the perfect one to infiltrate the League of Villains and prevent a catastrophic event from happening, right? As it did before, right? They don't want the same mistakes to be perpetually repeated again and again and again and again and again, right? They didn't have any intel and they underestimated their enemy, right? They want to eradicate the shadow organization known as the League of Villains. That is why they need Hawks in it, someone who can actually manage so much, right? At such a young age, right? Now they're telling Hawks that he should actually ignore any casualties that occurs while he's actually on this secret mission. Hawks is a bit defensive, but it's like he forsakes himself and he accepts, right? And Endeavor was terribly hurt. His hero was terribly hurt because of his actions, but he had to keep up appearances and he just had to just play along with it, right? I mean, like it was Hawks' kind of fault why Endeavor was so badly injured, but he put it behind him as he had to in order to save the probably all of Japan from the League of Villains. You know, he saved so many lives by just like sacrificing a few, right, guys? Um, They're saying that there's no one better for the job than Hawks, right? Now Hawks is actually apologizing to Endeavor, really, right? And not really, he's not telling him anything, but he just said sorry in such a casual way, right? Now, Dabby was thinking back and remembering who was really Snatch. Oh, right, that is actually Snatch. He was thinking about it right at the waterfront where he was thinking about it at this time. And Snatch was actually saying too, do you never think about the families that you hurt? Dabby's eyes started bleeding really, as in his wounds started bleeding. And this is elaborated on in the manga why this happened. But I mean, yeah, he's having some sort of feelings, right? He's saying he overthought things and kind of snapped there, right? He got really excited, right? That's when he actually killed Snatch. Guys, thank you for allowing me to break down this chapter for you guys. Now, I mean, I enjoy doing these types of videos. If you enjoy me doing this type of videos, please hit that like button, share my content, especially on Twitter. Check me out on Twitter. I am Lemillion Nation. You'll know once you see me. You'll know me. You'll see my iconic Mirio icon there, right, guys? I have two accounts there on Twitter. Thank you so much for tuning in, right? I'll be doing a lot more breakdown videos and a lot more other types of videos as well too for you guys. So there's content for everyone. Spoilers when they come out on late Wednesday. Or if you don't like spoilers, you're not that spoiler type of person, you can look out for my breakdown of what I think the spoilers might be, right? Or if you just like spoiler prediction videos, I do those on a Wednesday. The spoilers come out early on a Thursday, right? Or the days could be shifted a bit. The spoilers could actually come out late Wednesday, and then I would do the breakdown video from like Monday and Tuesday, and then onwards will be videos on My Hero Academia generally until we hit the day of the release of the new episode where I'll do the breakdown video, and it continues like that. After the breakdown videos, I'll have a lot more content regarding the recent chapter or anything My Hero Academia related. So you always have content, right? Look out for something from me every 2 days. Thank you so much for tuning in again. This is Lemillion Nation signing out.